All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises and honor and glorification to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Hawakakadash. Double honor to our elders apostle of GMS whole world. And our peace and blessings to the hopeful Elakakiam out there pushing this gospel, this doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai in righteousness, in sincerity, and in truth, and also shalom, wa brakatham, peace and blessing to the brethren and a few sisters that may be tuning in and listen, learning, studying under the vibration of Yahweh Hashem Messiah, Bahashem Hawakakadash, and once again to Warrior Yahweh Hashem Messiah for allowing us to be able to understand this truth. I want to do a lesson real quick in on this article, or Walling. It's edifying. So the article says Brazil flouts Biden pressure welcome Iranian warship to Rio port. So let's look at the word of flouts real quick. And it says openly disregard a war law or convention. So defy. So and so they it's like they no longer willing to bow down to the bullying of the U.S. And that's exactly how this nation feels right now, And Brazil is a member of the BRICS nation, the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. These nations was created. This league, you can call it league of or organization, was created to counter NATO, to as a opposing force against NATO. And as you can see, the BRICS right now, they're gaining more power than ever, because Russia now is a powerhouse, and you have China has the biggest economy as we speak. So you have other nations that want to be part of it. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Argentina want to join BRICS because they feel like that's the next. These countries are evolving. They becoming now first world countries, and as you can see on the other hand, America is crumbling. The European nations are not doing good, especially right now due to inflation, due to the sanction that they put on Russia. Now the sanction are backfiring on these devils, the European Union, and in America. These sanction that they trying to put on Russia are hurting them more than the Russian economy. Right now, the Russian economy are doing good, But let's go over the article. This is in defiance of U.S. pressure, Brazilian authorities have allowed a pair of Iranian warships to dock in Rio de Janeiro this week. These ships were welcome despite a specific warning from Biden administration officials. So these countries they no longer acknowledge the power of America. America hegemony, influence is diminishing. It's no longer America is no longer the only powerhouse out there, man. And that's exactly why they feel like the Brazilian officials feel like they don't have to listen to America. America has no say so anymore. Matter of fact, and that's exactly why these nations gonna come and join Russia and taking down America. Matter of fact, let's get Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51. Come on. Jeremiah 51. And also Obadiah 1 and Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunk over wine, therefore the nations are mad. and that's exactly what it is. At one time, America has a huge influence over these nations, but not no more because these nations now they can see clearly America is collapsing and is sinking, just like the Titanic. So they don't want to join America. They don't want to join America. They want to stay away from America. You know. Verse 8, Babylon is solidly fallen into destroy. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be held. We would have held Babylon, but she is not held. So Babylon is a Hebrew word, come from the Hebrew word Babel, which means confusion by mixing. And that's exactly the vibration that America is pushing. You know, come on, come on. You know, our many nation, one people. That's the symbol. That's the slogan. We would have held Babylon, but she's not held. Forsake her. Let us go, everyone, into the country, for her judgment reach under the heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So that's exactly what it is, man. This place is ready to be taken. It's ready to be taken, man. You know, the city of confusion is broken down. Matter of fact, let's do that real quick. Isaiah 24 verse 10. I think Isaiah 24 verse 10. That's exactly what it is. The Lord Yahweh Shimshai is taking structure away from America. America is not what she used to, man. You can see it when you're driving around. A bunch of people, bunch of they have a name for begging. People are catching hell out here, man. This is crazy. Um, Isaiah 24 verse 10. Isaiah 24 verse 10. It says, the city of confusion. Again, confusion goes into Babylon, America. You know, confusion by mixing. You know, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in, and that's exactly what it is. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, and that's exactly what it is. The party is over. You know, uh, uh, American people, Babylonians, the there was a time things was pretty good out here, but not no more, man. Not no more. The Lord Yahweh Shai is unleashing these plagues upon this place, and it's only gonna get worse. You know, it has to get worse before it get better. In America, is a unnecessary evil. This place has to be taken down for the kingdom to be established, and that's exactly what the Lord is doing. The Lord is taking structure away from America, and at the same time, He's raising up, He's building up the house of David, the whole member of the elect. Go back, says and it says IRS Macron and IR IS dinner worship pour into port on Sunday morning. On Sunday morning, Rio's Port Authority confirmed at the start of the week, initially just after his historic defeat of incumbent Blair Bolsonaro, far-left President Luis Ignacio Lula da Silva had vowed to deny Tehran requests for the ship to stop in Brazil. So they just had a new election in Brazil a couple months ago, not too long ago, and this guy right now, this guy that's in there, he's like anti-U.S. He's very anti-U.S. Hegemony. So they looking out for our people, and that's exactly how it should be. Should be looking out for your as a president. You are put in place to serve the people, but we know these Most of these leaders out there, they are put in place by these international uh, bankers to carry the agenda of these elite men. But that decision, which was meant to appease the Biden administration just after Lula's election win, was clearly reversed. So and he changed his mind as soon as he got into office. You know, beautiful. We Brazilian, we Brazilian Navy Vice Admiral Carlos Eduardo Horta Arens, having given his approval for the ship to dock between February 26th and March 4th. And that's exactly what it is, man. These are, whether you know it or not, these leaders are put in place to carry the agenda of Yahweh Hashem Shai. You know, the Lord is in complete control, man. You know. Matter of fact, let's bring it out real quick. Proverbs 21, verse 1. Uh, Proverbs 21, verse 1. Let's get that real quick. Proverbs, Job, Psalms, Proverbs. Proverbs 21, verse 1. Proverbs 21, verse 1. The king's heart, the heart goes into the mind, the lab, the inner man, the way they think, what they do, the decision making of Yahweh Hashem Shai. The Lord is in control. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai. As the river of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord is the one that put thoughts in the mind to come against Babylon, to not listen to this the Biden administration, you know. And he says in mid-February, U.S. Ambassador Elizabeth Bagley ramped up the pressure on the Brazilian government in the following appeal. In the past, those ships facilitated illegal trade and terrorist activity. And that's the part of you devils, man. You devils are the biggest terrorists, man. You have terrorized the whole planet. But you have the nerve to call other people terrorists. It says in the past, those ships facilitated illegal trade and terrorist activities and have also been sanctioned by the United States. Brazil is a sovereign nation, but we firmly believe those ships should not dock anywhere, she said. You'll see so. It don't matter anymore, man. It doesn't matter. Now the playing field is level. These nations now they don't have to listen to you. Matter of fact, couple is it last year or 2 years ago, the Iranian leader said that in the past they used to listen to the U.S., but not no more. The U.S. has no power to tell them what to do. So these nations, man, are getting ready, man, getting ready to gang up and to take down the big bully, which is America, man. Matter of fact, let's Ezekiel 38. Let's get that record, man. Come on. Ezekiel 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the leader of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Meshach, that goes into Moscow, the capital of Russia, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus said the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. So the Lord Yahweh Shemshai is the one that guiding Vladimir Putin. Is putting a very resilient spirit resilient spirit in Vladimir Putin to come against America, to come against the West, you know, and say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief person of Shechem to boast. So the Lord is the one backing them up, man. Is with them. And now turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaw. So the Lord said it was gonna give them like ability to be a power, you know. Hooks meaning like the Lord's the one that's guiding them, you know, telling them where to go. And I'll bring thee forth in thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with also the armor, even a good company, with buckler and shield, all of them handling sword. Persia is modern day Iran, yeah? Ethiopia, Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmets. Gomer and all his been, the house of Togarmah, Turkey, of the North Quarter, and all his been, and many people with this. So all these nations, the BRICS nation, and like I said before, BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and you have other nations like Saudi Arabia, Argentina, Egypt want to be part of it. So all these nations, they're gonna come together with Russia at the head, and they're gonna take down the big bully, America, man. And it says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou in all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a God unto them. And that's exactly the position that Russia is going to play. Russia going to be like a God unto these nations. On the right, you're gonna have the U.S., you know, and it's not like NATO. And on the left, you're gonna have Russia and the other nations, man. That's how this battle gonna be fought, man, with fuel and fire. That's what's gonna come, man. You know, you get the idea, man. So these nations are no longer listening to America. America hegemony is being diminished as you speak, man. And the more and more every day that goes by is the more and more you're gonna see it, man. It's gonna be evident that America is not who she used to be in the past, man. You know, her power, her decision making are no longer relevant. You know, these nations are letting her know how they feel about her. You know, and that's the time we're in. Matter of fact, Obadiah 1 verse, let's get one more precept. Obadiah 1:7. All the men of that confederacy. Obadiah 1 and 7. And it says, all the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat that bread have laid a wound under thee. There is not understanding in him. And that's exactly what it is. These nations, at one time, you thought these nations was with you. You had the power. You had the power to bully these nations and making decision and make them make decision that did benefit you in the past, man. But not no more. Not no more, man. Now because the playing field is level. So that was a lesson, man, Lord Waller, man. It was edifying. I want to say all praises and honor and glorification to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Hawakakatash. Until next time, Shalom.